guys, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a review of the newest fragrance, Bay 19. It is Bay 19, isn't it? Have I got the number right? Can't remember. I'm gonna look that up in, well, no, I'm gonna see in a moment. For now, let's just unpackage this and get straight to the review. Let's do it. It is Bay 19, by the way. Okay, here we go. So we have got Bay 19. You guys have asked me about this and you have been like, oh Matt, can you do a review on this? This is my favourite fragrance so far, do a review. So, to answer those people, I'm gonna do a review. Also, do you like my urban jungle going on behind me? It's the little things, it's the little details. Bay 19, actually I have already tried this fragrance. I was doing a little bit of filming in Manchester this weekend and, got a hair. When I was in Manchester doing the filming, I did pop into Selfridges and they've now got a little boutique of Le Labo in the Selfridges fragrance department. This isn't really a first impressions for me, but for the sake of this video, it is. Right, let's get onto their website and let's read about what it is that we're going to be trying. Got a text from EE saying that I've used 80% of my data. That's always nice. I do really like their website, but I just wish it wouldn't have that right at the start. Never mind. Cookies, yes, I know about the cookies, right. Okay, here we go. So, truth is, Bay 19 should have been called Water 19. Not that it smells like nothing, though nothing smells like it. Oh, God, this is already very deep. But it has this crisp, wet, drenched effect that water gives to the earth after the rain. There is a word for that, by the way. Petrichor? It's that magical feeling during heavy rain after a long dry spell, and it's one of the most beautiful olfactive phenomena in nature. There are many reasons for this, including the ozone in the air, the negative ions, but most importantly the release of oil secretions from certain plants accumulated after a long dry period. And that is what Bay 19 is all about. Cool. In the summer, when it has rained and it is like come down hard, you do have that smell. It's a very, very inviting smell, but there is that summery rain smell that you get when you go outside, which I really enjoy. And when I was talking about this to Rach was then on the opposite side. She was like, yeah, I hate it. I hate that smell. I think that this probably is going to be a little bit divisive in the way that some people might say, oh, it doesn't really smell of anything, whereas then others might then say, no, this is a really, really beautiful scent. Before I tried this, I did think, was this very, very similar to the fragrance Another 13, which I absolutely love. And I can quite honestly say, no, it is nothing like that. But enough of me gassing, let's just give this a little go. The first thing that I get is like a mentholy sort of smell. That mentholy smell really makes your nose like tingle. It's beautiful. It is very, very nice. Underneath you've got some like woodsy notes and also a very musky element here. I can sort of smell like the Another 13 is in there, in that musky, dusty, powdery sort of scent with those woodsy accords. But it is the menthol and that mintiness that really seems to just, I don't know, that seems to be the driving force behind this opening of this fragrance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chill for about half an hour and then I'll come back and I will then give you my update of the heart notes. So yeah, I'll check back with you in around about half an hour. Right, stay tuned. Okay, so it's been around about half an hour. On my skin, I can still get that mentholiness coming through. There are more sort of floral notes coming through. It's kind of green in the background. There is a woodsy background here as well. It's very unusual. There isn't a fragrance that I'm thinking of when I'm smelling this. It's very unique. In terms of its development, at the moment, it's fairly linear. The mintiness and the menthol impact has been reduced. It isn't so big where you're literally like eating an Airwaves or something. You know those like chewies where you eat those and you're like, wow, that's like blown my sinuses out. You sort of got that at the start, whereas you're not really getting that now. It's just a nice freshness. Certainly good if you've got a cold. Anyway, we'll leave it to the base notes, see what else then develops or whether it is just a linear fragrance. But yeah, so far so good. I'm impressed. Right, I'll see you in a couple of hours. Bye. Okay, so it's been now around about 2 hours since we last spoke. The mintiness, yep, it's still there. That mentholy sort of smell, that warming, not spicy, that's not what I'm trying to say, but that, I don't know, that sort of warming, invigorating, mentholy that you get. It's still there. It's not as pungent, but it is there, and it just, I don't know, it just spices up everything, and it just makes like this scent really sort of leap off your skin. Oh, go away, fly. This fragrance, it's getting sweeter. Some green fragrances can be quite bitter and harsh to the palate, whereas this is a bit sweeter, just a bit nicer. My descriptions are all over the place today. So I've been trying to think about like where I would wear this fragrance, who would wear this fragrance, you know, like what sort of season are we thinking of? In terms of the target audience, I kind of feel like this is a unisex scent, but it does slightly teeter over to the more effeminate side. It's not aggressive, it's not overpowering, it's not masculine, it's just nice. There isn't really anything else that I can say. It's just a pleasant scent. Women, I think that you would easily be able to wear this scent. Where would you wear this fragrance? I kind of feel like this is a casual scent. It's very, very palatable. It's really, really easy to wear. It's just tame. Although I do feel like it could work in maybe like an office setting or just an environment where you are working in quite close quarters. Season-wise is interesting. I mean, this has only come out, I think, like last month. So they have brought this out for autumn, fall, which I think is perfect for this fragrance. I think that really, really works. It sort of matches the environment of it being really fresh outside. Yeah, like I can understand why they've brought this fragrance out now. It has quite a positive quality to it. Like, it's pushing out positive vibes. Am I sounding really crazy here? It is a very positive, uplifting fragrance. I think that there are other fragrances out there that would better it in summer. It isn't really a summery fragrance. There isn't really a sort of a citrusy element to it. It's fresh, but it does have a musky sort of appeal as well. And then same with winter. In the deep winter, you probably want a fragrance that is a little bit thicker, a little bit of a heavier fragrance than this. This is quite light. And although this is very lovely and airy, I do feel like it maybe would struggle to cut through the real deep cold. Now, finally, we then come to the pricing. So with all of the fragrances from Le Labo, you've got your 50ml, which is then 127, which is pretty much in line with niche perfumes everywhere. For 100ml, you're looking at 184. And if you are 100% loving this fragrance and you want to go for an investment, then you could go for the 500ml, which will then just take you back a little under £700. I'm really shocked by this fragrance. Really shocked. I do really like it, but it has taken me by surprise. I wasn't anticipating it to smell like this, and I wasn't anticipating this much sort of menthol coming through. So I would probably suggest go out, maybe get yourself a little sample just to see how it does on your skin. But I've got to say, I am very impressed from Le Labo's newest fragrance in their collection, Bay 19. Right guys, that is it for now. If you have not done so already, please hit us up on Instagram just to see what we are getting up to on a day-to-day basis. And that is it from me. Have an amazing rest of your day, whatever it is that you are doing. And I will be back. Well, I say I'll be back shortly, I don't know. I'm so busy at the moment. I might be back next week, I might be back next month. Consistency isn't really a thing at the moment. Yeah, I'm working on that, but I will see you again. Right, have a good one. Bye!